Lesson 19 practice. I'm going to go over 1, 2, 5, 9, and 10. So on this first one, you can either plug these numbers in for x and see which ones make it true, or you can just get x by itself and solve the entire inequality. I'm going to show you how to solve the entire inequality. If I took this whole side and multiplied it by 2, and then take this whole side and multiply it by 2, that's going to get rid of that denominator. So you would have these 2's, 2 divided by 2 is 1, so you don't have to worry about that. And then you will distribute this 2 to this side. So you would end up with 7x plus 6 is less than or equal to 6x plus 4. Then you need to get your x's on the same side. So right here you would want to, actually right here, subtract 6x. So subtract the smaller one. And then you would have 1x, or just x, plus 6 is less than or equal to 4. Then you want to get x by itself, so you want to subtract 6 here and here, and on each side. It's a little bit crooked there. And then you will have x is less than or equal to -2. So you look which ones would make this true. So you're looking for which values of x are less than or equal to -2. So right here, A, -3 is less than or equal to -2, and -2b is. So -2 is less than or equal to -2. None of the others work, it's just A and B there. All right, look at number 2. So this one's similar. We also have a 2 in the denominator there. So if we multiply this side by 2 and multiply this side by 2, then we will distribute this 2, and these 2's, 2 divided by 2 is 1, so that's gone, and you would end up with 4x minus 6 is greater than 2x minus 5. Get your x's on the same side, so you'll want to subtract your 2x minus 2x. So you'll have 2x minus 6 is greater than -5. Make sure you keep that negative with that 5. Then we need to add 6 here to both sides. So we get 2x is greater than 1. Then you would divide by 2 on each side, and you will get x is greater than, I don't know if there's a fraction symbol here. Oh, it'll do 1/2. So looking at this, that would be B. You can see A, there was an error, mistake, and you can actually eliminate C and D because they have an equal to, and our original inequality does not have an equal to. So you could actually automatically know that it has to be B. Number 5, which graph represents the solution to 5 plus 8x is less than 3 times the sum of 2x and 4. So you would just want to work this out. I'm going to move it down here so I have room. 5 plus 8x is less than 3 times 2x plus 4. And on the right side, we would want to distribute that 3 to everything inside. So we would have 5 plus 8x is less than 6x plus 12. And our next step, we would want to subtract our smaller x minus 6x from each side. So you would have 5 plus 2x is less than 12. Then you're going to subtract this 5. And you're going to have 2x, because 5 minus 5 is 0, so we're going to have 2x is less than 7. Then you're going to divide by 2 on each side. Oops. And you're going to get, I'm going to move this over here, x is less than 7 over 2, or you could say 3.5. So you're looking for on this. Now, it is just less than, or it's a less than sign, no equal to, so we know the circle is going to be open. And we're looking, so we got to find 3.5. These are negative 3.5, A and B, so you know it can't be that. This says x is greater than 3.5. This says x is less than, so it has to be D. And if you look, is 0 less than 3.5? Yes, so that makes it true, and that works. Okay, now to number 9. The principal of a school is hosting a small luncheon for her staff. She plans to prepare 2 sandwiches for each person. Some staff members offer to bring salads and beverages. So they give you a budget of $225. They expect at least 16 people. Sandwiches are $3 each. Each person gets 2 sandwiches. So select all the inequalities that could represent the constraints. N is the number of people attending. So let's look at N. These are the 2 N's that we have. We have N is greater than or equal to 16, at least 16 people. So that means we can have 16 or we can have more. So that would work. Each person gets 2 sandwiches. So we would take our number of people and we would multiply by 2 to tell us how many sandwiches. So that would work for that one. And then if we wanted to calculate the budget, it was $225 per sandwich. So however many sandwiches we have, we'd multiply by 3, and we need to make sure we don't go over that budget of $225. So it'd be A, D, and F. Okay, number 10. They want you to just write it to at least 2 inequalities to describe this. So they're allowed to work on campus no more than 20 hours per week. So let's say H equals hours per week. Let's say R equals pay per hour. All right, so they can work no more than 20 hours a week. So that means they can work 20 hours or they could work less. Let's do an equation box. So I have H is less than or equal to 20 because they can work 20 or less but cannot work more. Now it says the jobs that are available pay different rates starting at from $8.75 an hour. Starting from, so R, that means they pay $20 or $8.75 an hour, but they could also pay more. So it's greater than 8.75. So that's 2 inequalities you could have. If you wanted to calculate how much they can earn a maximum of $320 per week, so I would take my R times H calculate, like if you worked at a grocery store and you worked so many hours per week and you wanted to calculate how much you would get paid, you have your rate, your pay per hour, times however many hours you work, that will give you your money per week. Now they said they can work a maximum of $320 per week. So they can make $320 or they can make less, but they can't make more. So it would be less than or equal to $320. All right, that's all for lesson 19.